They say a hero's victory is never the end, but the beginning of his greatest trial. Grendel was dead, his arm torn from its socket, his body cast aside by Beowulf's might. The Danes rejoiced in Heorot, the golden hall echoing with music, feasting, and praise. But fate is never done with heroes, for in the shadows another waited, Grendel's mother. She was no ordinary beast, fierce and cunning, born of the same cursed bloodline, yet older, darker, and more dangerous. Where Grendel was rage, she was vengeance, and vengeance burns hotter than fire. That night, as the Danes slept, she came. Silent as a storm cloud, she slipped into Heorot. With claws like iron, she struck down the king's closest companion and seized Grendel's severed arm, the trophy of her son's defeat. And before the warriors could raise their weapons, she vanished back into the night, into the black waters of her lair. The hall that had celebrated victory was once again drowned in grief. King Hrothgar's voice trembled with sorrow and fury as he turned to Beowulf. If you are truly the hero fate has sent us, you must finish what you began. Hunt the mother, or Heorot will never know peace. Beowulf did not hesitate. He armed himself with his finest mail and helm, and with warriors at his side, he tracked her to the edge of a dreadful mere, a lake so dark it seemed bottomless, its waters boiling with serpents, the air heavy with dread. Without fear, Beowulf plunged into the depths. He swam for hours through the cold blackness, creatures clawing at him, until he reached her lair. There, in the eerie glow of underwater firelight, Grendel's mother waited. The battle was brutal. Her claws raked his armor, her strength drove him to the ground. Beowulf swung his sword, but the blade shattered against her cursed skin. For the first time, death loomed close. But heroes are never left without hope. In the depths of her lair, upon the wall, hung a giant sword, so massive no ordinary man could lift it. With a cry to the gods, Beowulf seized the blade. To the astonishment of fate itself, he swung. The steel bit deep, and with one mighty stroke he struck her down. Silence fell. The water grew still. Around him lay the corpses of monsters, slain by ancient steel. Beowulf stood victorious, and as he looked about, he found the lifeless body of Grendel himself. With one final stroke, he cut off the beast's head to bring back as proof of his triumph. When he returned to Heorot, the Danes gasped at the sight. The severed head so huge that it took 4 men to carry it. Hrothgar embraced him, praising his courage, his wisdom, and his strength. Songs were sung, treasures were given, and Beowulf's name shone brighter than ever. But the old king also warned him, "Strength is a gift, but pride can undo even the mightiest. Guard your heart, for no man escapes death. Not even heroes." Beowulf returned to his homeland, his fame unmatched. Yet destiny still held more trials for him, trials that would test not only his strength, but his very soul. But that is another story. The shadow of vengeance is already moving. Join me when the next tale unfolds. Like this video and subscribe so the story finds you again.